Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to S.T.A.L.K.E.R, Shadow of Chernobyl. Last time we had quite a time down in the dark X16 labs, and it seemed like on the surface, well, heck broke loose, and now I just don't know what kind of world we're walking into. The military's mad, the bandits are mad, Duty's probably mad, although we did help them out a little, so maybe they won't shoot us on sight. But now we've got to retreat to whatever friends we have left. That being what's left of this camp here after the bandit raid, which doesn't seem to want to complete. And the scientists over at Yantar. That's going to be our main objective for this part. Get over to Yantar and see what's going on at that lake. Hello, what's going on up at the military checkpoint? Just mutants, I guess? That actually looks kind of like a human body. Two? Who are they? I guess now would actually be a decent time to figure out. Yeah, with our artifacts, looks like a couple of bandits, maybe zombies? Is it actually possible to cross the radiation along the rail line? Yeah, the dogs don't seem to be bothered by it, but then again, I suppose they wouldn't be. I mean, to them it's like photosynthesis, right? Or is it flesh that they consume? No, this one subsists entirely on radiation. Okay, well that's good to know. Now, if we take our two radiation artifacts, which are this thing or the other thing, and Fireball, maybe we can make it. Oh, we actually seem to have been fine. Maybe the rads were only more down on that end. Or maybe it just didn't tell us? No, I think it would still tell us. Well, okay, that's good to know. Exploring pays off. Please stay away from me. Oh god, you guys are just gonna be everywhere now, right? I'm pretty sure you guys were in this area before, but I feel like you're more present, and in general, the whole surface just seems so much more chaotic since I left. I don't know how what we've done is going to affect the overall situation, but it's got to be crazy, right? Okay, I don't know what happened to you. The rainy day, the stepping into the tavern of rogues. Yep, it sure is an RPG. And we've got to...
Come in. Don't stand there.
I know. And we've got to claim our reward for all that paranormal nonsense we went through. I mean, how do you even... We're a character with amnesia, right? How do we even square that with what we think of reality? I mean, that was a straight-up haunted house we went through.
You can't go there.
So, Marco, you brought the documents from X18?
Right here, buddy.
Good. The situation is becoming clearer. As I expected, this brain scorcher is man-made. It's a Kamenov experimental emitter, and its components were made exactly in X18. These documents refer to Lab X16, where they sent some components. According to this, X16 is located in the production complex area by Lake Yantar. The scientists have set up a mobile lab around there, so maybe they can help.
Just what I was thinking.
It ain't simple. You need to get to the scientists and find out where X16 is, so you can get the missing documents. So, you up for it?
Well, I'm sort of wondering if they'll even be willing to give me this information. But we'll do it. Also, we get this artifact for camp defense again, so it's cool to have that kind of repeatable quest. Now, of course, we are going to need to buy every last bit of NATO ammo. totaling 7,000 rubles. But you know what? We're actually very well geared up and very well banked up. Oh, we are so rich. It took us so long to get this far and call Pripyat. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with this stuff. And what I think I'm going to do right now is actually try and stash the RPG. And at the same time, see if that grave where we're keeping our stuff is actually still working. The scientists have promised us a suit, so the one that's in there isn't necessary. Alright, fingers crossed. I wonder whose grave this is, or if there's even really anyone down there at all. It does appear to still be going. That's good. We'll keep this here. Along with these things, which we don't really need right now. Yeah, now we can ask you about the Lair mutant dogs at the Wild Territory? What's up? I can either refuse or say it's alright some other time. I'm very confused right now. Okay, so we've just been... Oh, maybe this is what would happen if we came here without, like, say, fending off the attacks at the camps? Like, repeatable jobs, we can refuse them from here? Oh, that really confused me. Well, it seems this place has become populated with bandits in time since we disposed of the mercenaries, which is real annoying. Well, at least we can get some stuff from them, but, you know, I really got spoiled on those times where we were fighting the mercenaries and we would get free ammo for this thing. It's actually really not cheap. You know, sometimes it's not a bad idea for somebody to have your back. Oh, God, are we really spawning snorks here now? I kind of think maybe we were responsible for that. I mean, this place felt hostile before, but now it's even worse. Tougher enemies, more numerous enemies, and everybody's just kind of fighting for their lives. I'm gonna hope that you can't climb ladders, right? 2 of you. Maybe even more. How did we manage to screw up Chernobyl even worse? Wow, there's a party going on over there. Okay, so where did we have to go? I believe we had to come through this area. There's bloodsuckers! 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 Oh my God, I should have known, on top of everything else, that there would be bloodsuckers. I mean, it wouldn't be a mutant party without these guys, right? Has anything followed me? It's... the thing about bloodsuckers is that it's kinda hard to tell. I see eyes all the way over there. We just don't have time for dogs on top of all this. I believe the path to Yantar was this way. You know, all things considered, the scientists might have actually picked the best time to crash here, because things have certainly gotten a lot worse. Who's shooting? Is it someone I might be interested in helping, or somebody who's just taking the heat off? Let's go to shotguns for now, even though it's wholly insufficient for a lot of this. Come on. Are you mercenaries? Are you mercenaries? If so, good, because you're just as squishy as everybody else, but you have ammo. So that's the kind of thing I actually want. Come on. That's right, you worry about that, and I'll worry about you. The dogs will eat good tonight, one way or another. You have the ammo, but a different gun. Are you maybe a different group of mercs? I feel bad repeatedly shooting a dog that's running away from me, but it's gonna cause me problems, isn't it? Take more of those. Can we unload or not? It's doing that click thing. Let's compare stats. So we've got you, and it seems to be quite substantially... It does a little more damage. It does do a little more damage, but I don't think it's quite worth it. So we're just gonna unload everything we can and drop the rest. They look like they would sell for a pretty penny, actually. Maybe we should keep one, stash it somewhere, as long as we can carry. You guys aren't even interested in me. This way, right? This was the way we went with the scientists? Huh. Actually kind of clever. No wonder they were taking the helicopter. They've got a natural barrier right here. I thought they were out of touch, but they were actually a little better suited to the zone than I would have thought. I believe this is about as far as we got the last time. So, from here on out is unexplored territory. I'm hearing some noises on the right. Sounds like voices, but also like grunting and panting. Given the chaos we've just run through, this place just seems so dead and desolate. Is that a building over there? Oh, it is. But down there looks to be the lab, only surrounded by zombies. Now, they did say that that these emissions seem to originate from here. Can we maybe save our ammo? Sneak up and take you with the knife? Certainly seems like the scientists could use the help. That's disturbing. Well, at least they're protected in there. That bunker looks to be made of sturdier stuff. And two. Huh. Well, hey guys, I cleared the way for you. Does that earn me any good boy points with you? Oh no. You're a zombified duty guy. Wow, you really don't want to go down! Oh my god, what's happening with you? I'm not sure how to respond to this. Finally, God, you tanked a lot. Well, it's a good thing I didn't try to start something with that checkpoint out of spite. I don't know if I just wasn't hitting or what, but it seemed like you were tanking quite a lot of high-end rounds. I didn't press F. You guys are letting me in. I'm going to take that as an invitation. Perhaps there's something I can resolve?
It's about time you got through to us.
Wow, Marked One. Here on a personal visit. Finally, you made it to our parts. Talk to the professor. He wants to thank you for rescuing me. Alright, see you. Would that be you? Why do the sounds just cut out like that? And aw, pet rat. Oh, it's gonna be so fit.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, hello. Professor Sakharov. Yes, sir? What might you be looking for? I'm looking for Lab X16. The barkeep told me you might have info about its location.
Yes, we know about the laboratory, but we don't have the exact coordinates. Besides, trying to get into it would be way too dangerous.
Okay, so it's really throwing me off how you have more than just like the basic lines, but you're not reading what's on the screen in front of me. We've long had an interest in Lab X16, or rather, in the mechanism inside it that generates emissions which directly affect people's consciousness. I'm afraid I have to disappoint you. The place is impossible to penetrate without special psi armor. The outcome is known in advance. Even if you could evade the swarms of zombies that infest the lab entrance, you run the risk of becoming one of them. This is all very serious. However, we've designed a screening device to help shield the emission, but to fine-tune it, we have to obtain additional measurements. If you help us with this task, we could probably provide you with a fully calibrated prototype for field testing. I feel like I've done all this before.
We have been studying the emission in Lab X16 for a long time, but you won't get in there without special equipment. We've developed a psi protection device that can help shield you from the emission, but needs some fine-tuning. If you could help us with that, I could give you a working prototype that you can use to get inside the laboratory.
Okay, so it seems like you used less words to tell me exactly what I just read, and also you said them. So I don't know what we're doing here, but I agree. Excellent. Talk to Kruglov and get going. He's already equipped with the necessary gear. And will you trade me anything? You know what? That to me looks like a better shotgun, and I will take it. I'll also buy up a whole bunch of your NATO ammo. If anything, you're going to be profiting off of our partnership. But I'll give you all that. You can have this. 64 rubles. They really are a dime a dozen, huh? And we can give you our artifacts that we found. And these dog tails, why not? If anything... Oh, wow, we actually made a profit from this, so I guess it was worth it in the end. Anyway, we can also sell you these for $11.91 each. Might as well, right? Anyway, after a quick bite to eat... let's go talk to Kruglov again. I just can't look at a bed in this game and not feel like it would be the most comfortable thing ever. It's always when you can't sleep that you most long for the bed. Yes, marked one? The professor asked me to take a trip to the measurement site. Now you're talking business. Let's move out immediately. It was no use getting there alone, but with you it's different. I think we'll manage quickly. Just make sure not to let those cadavers get so close. You ready? Oh, it's an escort mission.
It's too dangerous outside. You go first. Check the area outside the lab. The monsters have been very active lately.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing we bought that shotgun. Alright. Well, now we're ready for some zombie head-popping action. Alright, well, you're gonna have to lead the way. But there they are. Actually, maybe a shotgun isn't the best thing for this, since, you know, they don't actually have to get close. Alright, let's run up. I don't want to hear any battle cries from you. I'd honestly rather you stay back and just let me handle it. I will say, it is pretty interesting that they're not just copy-pasting classic zombies in a scientific package. Actually, let's take your bandages, because it's probably going to be mostly small injuries against you guys. Where are they? Yeah, I don't think you're going to be effective at that range. Maybe leave the combat to me, that's kind of why I'm here. Or actually, I suppose you do make a pretty good distraction. But I can still hear more of them out there. Hey, maybe we can use this pipe? It's probably safer. Oh, wow, we're actually doing it.
Wait a minute. Let me do the metering and we'll move on.
Okay, but hurry up. I can hear them up there.
Okay. We'll up the scale, but the radiation is normal. We need to move on.
What is that? Do you really suck that badly? Okay, so what I'm gathering from this is that I need to go first. Because you are just useless in these situations. Either you actually allowed yourself to just get shot to death in 2 seconds flat, Or you were somehow getting injured by me, even though you were nowhere near my crosshair. Come on. Yeah, so very much a video gamey style shotgun. Alright, let's heal up and allow ourselves to be pushed by you, because you clearly can't be trusted to go first, meaning I have to sprint headlong down this dark tunnel into the abandoned lab full of brain-scorched zombies, which is actually mostly what I was hoping to do today. It's just not with an entourage, you know? You've got a lot of moxie, I'll give you that. I mean, you're definitely here for the fight, but I kind of wish you weren't.
The detector seems to have gone off scale. Logged one, we need to get deeper inside. I can't make out anything in here.
I feel like that's the opposite of what that means. I feel like that's more of a turn back immediately scenario. Also, the localized earthquakes, those aren't cause for concern. I mean, you're the scientist here, I'm just asking you. I would really like it if you would die. Thank you.
Fang, we can't just leave him like that. Just leave him. There is nothing we can do for him. The blowout is minutes away and we won't get through with him. No, Fang, I'm not leaving him.
Kruglov, is that you? Was that another one of my memories being triggered? Just like what happened in X16? You alive? Come on, get up. Get up slowly. It's all over. It's behind us now.
We've got to get out of here quick. I've got the measurements now, we just need to get back to the bunker.
Okay, you don't want to maybe pick up that gun? You don't think that might be useful? I really hope whatever information this was worth it. No. You know how this is. I'm going first. Oh, come on. I'm not going to be able to protect you at all. Oh, it's like we walked straight into the eye of a dream or something. Like this was meant to lead us somewhere where it was going to show us these things. I do wonder if he didn't maybe see something from his past. Which actually leads to questions about what it is these zombies actually see. What they believe they're doing. Well, I guess it's never too late to put them out of their misery, right? God, these things are tough. Especially when they're in the higher end armor. So much tougher than in COP. We've got to go for headshots. It's like a requirement, really. So in your scientific opinion, what was it that just happened to us? And do I really not have the foresight to ask? Maybe I don't want anyone to know what's happening to me.
Let's see.
I think I just broke your airlock system, sorry. Oh well. What could be out there that's so bad, right?
Here are the results.
Hello.
Here, and here. Couldn't be any more accurate.
All right, let me adjust the prototype.
Well,
Hello.
Well, you might not be talkative, but I certainly intend to be because I have a lot of questions.
You did an excellent job. If the measurements are correct, the prototype should provide you with maximum protection from emission.
Glad to hear that.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R, now you will be able to break through to the laboratory, but unless you turn off the emitter, you won't last long even with the site protection on. We've estimated an approximate location of the emitter. It is located in an underground facility. I have marked the spot on your map.
You're doing it again. You're doing that thing where you say a lot, but not what's on the screen. Now your path to the laboratory is clear. Except that if the source of the emission isn't destroyed and doesn't lose its power, you may not have enough time to get back. So, my dear sir, here is the deal. Our calculations have produced an estimated location of the source, as well as the fact that it's underground. With your permission, I've already marked the spot on your map. Just saying with your permission does not give you retroactive permission. But that's kind of the least creepy thing about you. How exactly does one get inside Lab X16? Where's the entrance?
Vasiliev was working on the lab issue. About a week ago, he and a stalker called Ghost tried to get inside. A couple of hours later, we felt a major tremor, and after another hour, we picked up a signal from Vasiliev, coming from the swamp, but it died away. And Vasiliev died away with it, it would seem. Try to find his corpse. He had the exact information on the lab and the way to get into it. There may even be info on deactivating that source of the emission. I've uploaded you all the data we have.
So that Ghost was here looking for it. It would be very interesting to take a look at these documents. So you think Vasiliev has them? Perhaps. At any rate, you must start by finding Vasiliev's body. That's the only chance of obtaining accurate information about the lab's location. The body of your colleague, Ghost, must be somewhere there as well. You know, it seemed to me like he knew a lot more about X16 than he admitted to us. Had he somehow survived... Well, it's no use holding on to that hope now, of course. Okay, I'll try. But say he did survive.
Hello?
I mean, if anyone could, right? Now, let's see, what have you given us?
Hello?
Functional psi helmet. Functional prototype developed by scientists to protect people from psi emissions. Okay, so do I have to drag that over to me, or am I just always wearing it? Okay, well, I'm just gonna take it on faith that I'm always wearing it. And we do still have Strelok's flash drive. Shouldn't I have been able to tell somebody about that? Let's have a look and see where it is we're going. Into the swamp to the west. It doesn't look like it's too far of a walk. Do you guys have a back door? It seems you do not. I feel like it'll probably be safer to go around this side. Less likely to be spotted by any zombies wandering around the hills if we're closer to the edge of the map. But maybe not, because yep, I am picking up more PDAs. Alright, well, if we can avoid detection by them, that'll be good, because they actually take a lot of punishment. I wonder if we can't maybe see inside the back of that helicopter? Well, it's worth a shot, right? And it's one way to make our way around the swamp and get a better view at what's down there. At least one zombie within. And one right here. One good shot to the dome will still do it. Better if we catch them unaware. Oh, there is actually a marker over here. Is that you? Alright, we've got to take care of this first. Let's just Daryl Dixon this thing. Probably the best. Oh no, oh no, oh no, please, 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 please. Oh, thank God you're so oblivious. There we go. Now, who's that other one? I can't even see you anymore. But I can hear one close by, This grass, this tall grass and bushes and reeds make this really scary. You can spot us from quite a distance if you need to. Oh wait, shotgun shells. Alright, well if you're too far away to do anything... Well, if you're... if you're gonna be too far away to do anything, then let's just have a look. This is you.
We know how to deactivate the source of the emission. Proceeding to dig into the lab with Ghost. Zombies coming out of everywhere. It's all screwed up. Ghost has gone insane. He must have been affected by the emissions. I've dropped everything, trying to get out through the tunnels. I'm at the swamp, but where's the bunker? Shit. I can't make out my whereabouts. No response from Sakharov. What's going on? Zombies everywhere. I'm running out of ammo.
That's a horrifying situation. Out here with no visibility, betrayed by your only ally, surrounded by zombies and creatures, and all of this so close to home. I think we need to tread lightly. Before we bring this information back to the scientists, it's been kind of a while since we've had a read on what our character thinks of this. One step away from Ghost. So, here I am, just one step away from one of Strelok's men. Ghost went to the underground Lab X16 with one of the scientists. There's only one, but I'm not likely to find him alive. The scientist was coming back from there alone and was killed when approaching the camp. They gave me some kind of device to protect against these emissions. I hope it works. They want me to go inside and unplug the emitter. Then they'll be able to study it on site. God help me. It seems I'm somewhat aware of the impact I'm having on this by opening it up. Well, after a quick restock, I guess we're going in there. What kind of place even is this? More horrors untold, hidden beneath an industrial site? Well, what else is new? At this point, I'd be more surprised if a place didn't have a lab hidden beneath it. Now we just have to find a way in. If anything, I feel a little safer coming up here. I mean, the swamp below is all full of zombies and snorks. And what is this? A stash? If anything, I was hoping I'd maybe stumbled on some kind of shortcut, some hatch leading underground. But it seems like there's a wall around this place. Snorks! Okay, we need to get out of the grass into a place where we can actually see them to be effective. Oh! We got real lucky headshotting that first one. Anything less, and they're way too tough. Thank goodness it was only two. Oh wait, no, you know what? Have we actually thought to search any of these guys? Nothing. Maybe the other? Only because I talked to the scientists about jobs, and one of them was bring us a part of a snork. But maybe that's something that we can only do during the quest. So these gates are closed. But I'm getting some pings, most likely zombies. And it's a good thing they're still carrying those things around with them in death, or else they'd be real tough to locate. Well, this gate at least appears to be open, and that appears to be the handiwork of something other than zombies. Or maybe just some really bad luck. No, I think this is down to more than luck. You're military. Did you guys try to take this place at some point? A whole lot of radiation. But some of this slaughter looks to be recent. That did not have the effect that I hoped. One more of you. You guys didn't seem interested in me at all. Look, there's just like body parts and bones strewn all over the place. Actually, not all over the place. It almost seems to be forming like a trail leading up to the place. Wait, are those? Hang on. Because that looks like a fire. And there's a bunch of them just gathered around it. That is quite a fascinating behavior. Social behavior, even. Maybe even like a remnant of their former lives? Okay, not this way. But we need to get to that building across the way. Oh, they're shambling in behind us now. I said that I was going and doing it Daryl Dixon style, but now this really is starting to feel like a Walking Dead episode. If only these things and the Snorks would fight each other. If I start shooting that Snork... Yeah! Oh, good thing for that cage. If I start shooting, they're all gonna instantly come to me, so... Come on. Yep, that's what I thought. Well, the cat's out of the bag. This way. Come on now. Get all the ammo we can. And reorganize and come up with a better solution, I guess. Nothing? No ammo? Then we at least need to be in a more defensible position. Not the time for a jam. Ow. If only these guns were accurate enough for reliable headshots, maybe we'd be making more headway. Listen to all those moans. Not only a chorus of them, but surrounding us from all directions. We might just have to take this piece by piece. Kill them all. But those Snorks are still public enemy number 1. Oh, wait, a cluster. That might be just what we need. Look at all those lights pointed upward. Created a rave. The atmospherics. Just give us enough elements like that in a game, enough dynamic elements, and it'll create situations like this, just all on its own, no scripting needed. We could potentially create a choke point here and blow that as they come through the door. I just hope you guys aren't gonna get up! And this cruel earth gets just a little bit quieter. I'll happily help myself to all your stuff. And you know what? I think we're out. Another grenade for the roads, certainly. Any of you guys also have grenades? I mean, choke point grenade, that seems to be the way to go. For as horrifying a fate as has befallen you, I can't even speak anymore, you do seem to form social groups, which may actually be to my benefit. That's the cynical way to look at this. Today was not your day, Snorky. Almost couldn't even see you in the dark. Where is it? Right there. Does it notice me? Maybe not. Or maybe it just wants to play with its food. But I bet it can run up that ramp and straight into here, right? So just holding that door is not going to be enough. I would really feel more comfortable killing you before moving on. It sounds like they're coming from behind, too, though. Our target's got to be in the basement, but moving upward might be more advantageous. Clear this place out a bit. That appears to be a campfire made of a human skeleton. What is going on here? Because the zombies may be gruesome, but, well, that's not a behavior I've ever known them to exhibit. Alright, well, we have some respite. What's that new artifact? Goldfish. An artifact formed in the vortex anomaly. It's activated by the heat of the body. Decide what's worse, radiation or knife wounds, and choose the lesser of the two evils. In any case, you can sell the artifact for good profit. Alright, let's get down there. Are these the remains of those who have died trying to get at this? And if so, how far did this ghost get?
Great job, Mark 1. You've actually made it to the lab. It is vital that we study the installation in the lab. Try to deactivate it so we can examine it properly. Listen, the prototype can't protect you from the strong emission forever. I've provided for this. When you get hit by a strong field, the timer will stop ticking. As soon as the time runs out, the prototype will stop protecting you. So take care, and remember about the timer.
Okay. You know, I really wish my ears hadn't been ringing from that grenade explosion so I could have heard a word you said about this incredibly important mechanic. Shut up, you. Alright, let's go. I can already tell this one feels a little different from the last one. I mean, it seems like there's more enemies. Even the soundtrack is more like a grinding of metal, like agonized strings, rather than the creeping dark dread of X16. This one seems a lot more actively hostile, which I suppose makes sense since it is open. It's just the environment itself destroys anyone who tries to get close. And if not, the mutants will do it for them. Yeah, something tells me this elevator is not going to be serviceable, and we're going to be climbing down. And here are the roars and growls from the bottom of that dark abyss below. I really wish you would grab onto that ladder when I ask you to. Anything there? It's one of several corpses we found now, bent back like that, with its stretched, distended belly facing upwards. Almost like something's trying to hatch out of it. Oh, this place is huge. You know, for a place with a lot of light, it sure is dark. It's just powerless to light this entire space, but I definitely see headlamps from zombies up above. Maybe we try... I was gonna say maybe we try taking the side path, but maybe we don't want to be penned in like that. Okay, as long as you're like a fly trying to get out a window, we're somewhat safe. I need headshots on you. It's the only thing that's effective. Alright, maybe we hold our position here and hope for headshots. Look at that, the way it just writhes around, visible on the ceiling. Feels like a mercy at this point. Anyway, what have we got? The the bigger you make the space, the more I can't tell what's in front of me, the more I have no idea what's hiding in plain sight, because the darkness just does all the work for them. It's like these lights don't even serve to illuminate, they only serve to show me how in over my head I am. Alright, Snork. Right here. I didn't expect that to actually work, but I'm extremely glad it did. Alright, well, no better time for a snack, right? If I mentioned I really wish I had heard what that guy said. I mean, it sounds like the nature of our work here is going to be time sensitive. Or at least the nature of our very method of survival. Look. Harsh contrast to X16. Where before we were blazing a trail, now we can see the remains of all those that tried before us. I do not intend to join them, I'll tell you that much. We are strong, we've got the tools, and honestly, we're just built different. Which, honestly, by those powers combined, I think we can at least make a profit, right? And if anyone is alive down here, it's that ghost. And if we find his corpse, well, at least we can take one step farther, right? Yeah, X18. If that was like unearthing a tomb, this is like exploring some circle of hell. Actually, quite an apt comparison, just because there's so many souls down here. I mean, imagine these were all people, and whether they were left behind when this all went down, or whether they came here in pursuit of what was left behind, this was their fate. To shamble around down here with all the others. That was not the devastating blow I was hoping for. Yeah, that angle you run at, it's real irritating and you do a lot of damage, so please stop. You know, it's really annoying that they're hard to hit and the weapons are inaccurate.
Attention. Critical emissions. Leave the area immediately.
Okay, we don't have a lot of time. Let me guess, this is going to be one of those cases where we have to make our way upstairs as quickly as possible? Well, let's do it. Let's just do it. Don't think, just do. Being methodical isn't going to help us here. This ain't no tactical shooter.
Attention. Critical emissions. Leave the area immediately.
What have we got? 4 minutes? I think we can make this happen. Ow! Unless there's deadly anomalies in our way. Those might cause a problem. Some kind of military suit. I wouldn't trust anything down here to not be radioactive. It's a good thing we have this monolith suit to help protect us. Speaking of, you seem like you've got something pretty tough yourself. Wait! Wait, I recognize this place! I mean, story-wise, that's relevant, maybe, but... No, I really do recognize this place. I think I played a Gary's Mod map that was a recreation of this. But I've never seen it like this. Okay, now we have to unplug the mechanism. Where do we do that? Upstairs some more? You seem to be knocked off balance by whatever I just did. Where do I do that? Where do I do that? Over here? No, no, this will probably be last, right? Okay, so it's probably the other thing? We're starting to run low on time. I bet the symbol will probably change depending on what floor we're at, right? Luckily, we're not too weighed down, so we can at least sprint. Yes, here, here, here. Ow. There we go. Now we need the third control module. Alright, it's let me turn off first control module. That's the suit. Okay, we don't have time for suits right now. Don't have time for suits. This is over here. Okay, you're gonna do that. Not you. Maybe it's even further down. I will have that. Down here, maybe? There we go. Oh, we had to go all the way down. I'll take all that, thank you. Boop. Second control module. That's gotta be... It's gotta be upstairs, right? Oh, we don't have a lot of time. We don't have a lot of time. We don't have a lot of time. Where is it? Is that gonna be over here? No? I ran up through everything I needed to do. It's gotta be up in this control room, right? I'm really needing it to be. Please, 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 please.
If this is so important, why didn't you explain what you are going there for? And where did you get this photo from?
If you only knew where I've just been and what I saw.
One day you'll finish badly, S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Hold on, son. You're going to make it. Where will you go now?
To the north.
So who was that guy? Hang on, take the documents from Ghost. That's right, we've still got a body to find, but... Okay, couple of things. Actually, wait. So I was going to say, that didn't even sound like machinery shutting down, that sounded like the death wails of some huge organism, but... What is that thing in the tank? They're exploiting something organic. Okay, I can't even begin to scratch the surface of whatever this is. We're gonna have to find some documents or something. Let's hope that Ghost found something useful. But from a pacing perspective, let's talk about this for a second. Because a class on story writing is what we need right now. I love giving us the most action-packed and frantic segment of the game so far. And then we pass out up in this booth under fire. And what's the first thing we see? Just an old man standing alone with his dog on a windswept field. Alright, well, let's harvest what we can and get moving. Whatever this thing is, it's been shut off, hopefully for good, which means that the zone is maybe just a bit safer from now on. Oh, sorry, buddy. Today was not your day. Then again, it doesn't look like you've had a good day in a while. Great! Oh, it's a controller! Alright, well... how do we play this? Peek and shoot? I think peek and shoot is about all we've got. Unless you disappear on me. Which is about the worst thing that could possibly have happened. Nope, there you are. I see you. Did that actually get you? Well, okay then. I mean, color me shocked. Maybe I am getting better at this whole stalking thing. But to be honest, it's very clear that we're following in the footsteps of some great individuals, so it really is as I feared.
Where the hell are you, S.T.A.L.K.E.R? Damn. And Doc's gone. I could really do with her help right now. When I get back from the mission, I'm gonna find the guide at the perimeter. He goes there a lot. And he may help me find Doc. And if S.T.A.L.K.E.'s still alive, Doc will know for sure where to find him. Anyway, that's for later. And now I'm all alone. On this stinking underground mission. Vasiliev doesn't count. He's just a burden which I'll have to protect. Vasiliev lost it at the very last moment. And when the door opened, he ran off instead of deactivating the lower consoles. I shouldn't have relied on him. S.T.A.L.K.E.R was right to mistrust those lying dogs. My only chance is to get to the door before the controller. Vasiliev lost it at the very last moment, and when the door opened, he ran off instead of deactivating the lower consoles. I shouldn't have relied on him. S.T.A.L.K.E.R was right to mistrust those lying dogs. My only chance is to get to the door before the controller.
So it was the controller that did you in. And you sounded perfectly calm and together, which goes completely against what Vasiliev said. That raises some very strange questions, but, yeah, we're gonna take your suit, probably put it on, because this monolith suit has just about had it. Is your pistol any better? No, but we've got the X16 documents. You need a degree in biology to understand a word of what it says. What is that thing over there? And it looks like we can get out through here, but before we do, does our PDA have anything to say? One more puzzle. I'm shocked. Ghost is the same person as the man on the photo from the file attached to the mission to kill S.T.A.L.K.E.R. I'm thoroughly confused. There must have been some mistake. But who made the mistake? There is no answer yet. From Ghost's records, I learned the name of their mutual acquaintance. A fourth man in S.T.A.L.K.E.'s group. Doctor. That must have been the guy we saw in the vision. He's been helping the group for a long time, playing the role of their headquarters. He can be found through a stalker by the name of Guide, who frequents Cordon. Alright, Guide. Just don't go dying all of a sudden before we meet. On Ghost's dead body, I also found documents regarding the Psi-Brain mechanism. That's what this is, the Psi-Brain. The whole neighborhood was under the influence of that piece of trash. It zombified everyone who came within range. I learned that there's another mechanism. In Lab X16. Oh, our princess is always in another lab, isn't it? And that's what's likely to be the brain scorcher. I also learned that these mechanisms are not always operating at full strength. There are periods when their power is lowered to cool down the apparatus. So there is a window where you can maybe do something. This has certainly been enlightening, if nothing else. But despite all the loot that's out there, I think maybe it'll be a good idea to just head out and just be grateful to be alive. Maybe we'll be back here later when we can be more focused, but for now, we've got a job to do. Looks like it's one way. We won't be able to sneak back in with a shortcut. Great. Are they just following me at this point? They know that I'm the only one who's going to be able to make any kind of progress. Can't go that way. I really hope the scientists are going to be okay out there. Let's have Stalker snack. Oh wow, I didn't even see you there. You blended in with the ladder. Come on, die. Thank you. I'll take that, thanks. You know, you guys are probably my least favorite of anything right now. I swear you're worse than controllers. Controllers don't tend to rush me. Just what is it that they could possibly be attacking, given everything that I killed on the way here? With any luck, the military and the mercenaries are fighting each other. You simply do not care for headshots sometimes. You just have to top off. If you do have to resort to volume of fire, well, you want to make sure you actually have that volume. Come on. Once you start carrying all this stuff, it just doesn't work for you. Maybe we'd be better off not turning this off. Okay, you guys don't seem to care about fire. Which I'm pretty sure you guys avoided a flame anomaly in X16, but whatever. Come on. Alright, no sprinting. And try and avoid jumping, because it does take away a good amount. We're kind of forced to take it slow now. Corpses like this make me wonder if employees of the place didn't maybe try to escape this way when it was sealed. I knew which way I was going. Well, I guess these grates will kind of make the decision for me. Okay, 2 of you is a bit more than I'm willing to handle right now. Well, now the odds are a little more even. Alright, carry on. Nope. We don't actually have that much left. We're gonna have to resort to using shotguns soon. Okay, we just decided we're going this way now. Come on. Headshots. Headshots only. Headshots only. Headshots only! Go, 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 go. Or might... Nope, no, 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 nope. I do not have an RPG. Medkit. Can't see my flashlight, can it? We gotta get around. I hear those roars. Okay, we can't deal with that right now. It's coming for me, 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 and I have no grenades. Go, 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 and hope it can't make it through here. No! Come on, Stalker Snack, Stalker Snack. There we go. You know, it may seem... It seems a lot better than it is, having that full stamina bar, but when you know that you'll deplete it in 2 seconds the second you press the shift or space keys, it becomes a real issue. What are we going out onto? Yes, level the place. Just do it. Just freaking level this place. Well, Vasilyev must have made it out this way. And there's... Apparently they've been directing no more of their attention onto the swamp itself.
Great work, Mark 1. The mission has been deactivated, and you're still alive. I need to warn you, however. We called in a couple of military helicopters to clear the area of zombies. You would be advised not to wander around unless you have to. Oh, and by the way, drop by our bunker every once in a while, won't you?
You called them in. You could have done that at any time. Couldn't have maybe softened them up before I went in there? How about soften up what's right around your immediate base? How about, you know, how about something mutually beneficial? Instead of just making a pointless show? These scientists really are no stalkers. Even if they like to play the part, twirling their guns around. Don't tell me there's snorks inside there. Or maybe following me. Okay, I don't see anything. I'm here and severely injured. What kind of state is this in? Yeah, the monolith suit is about ready to go. And I shall instead don ghosts. May it serve us well. And the military suit is not as good, so we're just going to sell it. Twice the stalker any of you guys will ever be. You did a splendid job, Mark 1. Now that the emissions are turned off, we'll be able to order new expeditions and explore previously inaccessible territories. Also, from now on, we will conduct a most favorable pricing policy toward you. Thank you. And you gave us a new task, camp elimination. I'm here for the job. Purge the lair of the snorks. Okay, so that's what you want. It's another one of those repeatables. Okay. And you'll sell us one of these Siva suits. Well, for 45,000, we may want to do that at some point in the future. We really might, but for now, let's just cut our losses on this monolith suit. 3 grand is nothing to sneeze at. So actually get a lot, 8,000 almost, for the armored suit. And all the ammo and all the crud we do not need. All these artifacts that we found. Just, well, not that one, but just take it all. Oh my god. I need to lie down. So now the question is, where to next? Well, yeah, these personal notes, they don't really seem to tell us anything we don't already know, just restates. But our goal is clear. We've got to continue heading north, just like we always were. This place is still a war zone as much as ever, I see. Duty's probably not going to be making an effort to reclaim this. Only up to the checkpoint that the snipers had established. Well, at the very least, it's kind of a parkour playground. We can probably avoid most of this, especially if they're all mostly busy killing each other. And if we can run through the rads, but the snorks don't care about such things. You are not... Today is not the day to screw with me. I've been through some things, you know that? Oh, there's so many of them. Duty, you're slacking. Oh. That was so funny, the way he just, like, creeped around the corner like a goblin. Where are you? 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 There you go. That's what you get. Sounds like that guy got handled. Yeah, see, this is what you should be doing over the entire settlement. Would really prefer it that way. You know, I think I've discovered another thing that I like about the bar. It serves as a sort of nice sunset on your crazy missions, doesn't it? The way you go through these absolute nightmares, and then at the end of the day, you just kind of shuffle in, listen to the music, sit beneath the dull glow of the lights, and hang out with 50 other people who had a similar experience today. Well, today I get bragging rights because none of them had a similar experience to me.
So, Marked One, you got the documents from X16?
Sure do. Well, Marked One, we just need to deal with the Scorcher and open the way north. You ready to go now? No, not yet. I think that'll have to wait until next time. However, I did notice something when I was poking around in the PDA earlier. There is actually a little bit of interesting lore that I would like to look at in the encyclopedia. Learn a little bit of the way of the zone itself, you know? So if we open that up and go to here, we can have a look at local folklore. A nightmare-proof bucket. Here's what I'll tell you. You almost can't sleep at all in this part of the zone. I'm lucky I can't sleep anyway. But the nightmares people see... sometimes they don't wake up in the morning. Some get a heart attack, for example. Some fly off the handle, some go nuts. But rumor has it there's actually one cure. If you need to sleep real bad, you should find an old bucket. A big pot will do, a cauldron or something. As long as it has no holes. You stick your head into it and have a good night. There now, you may laugh all you want. I'll see you in a couple of days when you're ready to drop dead from exhaustion. Morons. So tell me, what the heck are grunts roaming about sporting these fancy helmets now, huh? Well, yeah. For about 2 years, neither hide nor hair, and now they're all over the place. And the brain buckets are something new. Someone found the body of one such grunt. They've seen it. There's a mesh inside, made of thin copper wire attached to the liner. What is it doing there? Mark my words, there's something strange behind all this mumbo-jumbo. This place is useless in terms of anomalies. These are not the grounds for those. Other areas are safer and with much better swag in store. So I reckon they're researching the grounds, marking the area for their base. They want to get through to the sarcophagus, I'm telling you. What we should do is try and stay as far away from as possible from when the moment comes. What we should do is try and stay as far away as possible from them when the moment comes. Now that's cool lore. This kind of thing that emerges from very incomplete information, but that sort of makes sense from these vague observations. And a little bit of the government knows something we don't thrown in the mix. Let's read another one. Duty illusion. I'll tell you something. I was right there when them duty guys captured that illusionist. Stumbled over them by pure accident. My car, you know, my Neva, had its right front wheel broken off. The bolts chopped off on some hummock. And not a single spare part in stock. Well, I cussed for a minute, and then I thought, why don't I go to the plant, pick me up what I need? It was about half a kilometer away. About 30 minutes walk both ways. Besides, I had already been there before. All of a sudden, I see them duty boys. And not just a patrol, but about 50 of them. What the heck, I thought. So I hid in the bushes right where I was standing. If they saw me and start combing the area, that'll be the end of me, I thought. Anyway, I'm lying low, holding my breath, when all of a sudden I hear a salvo, and they start blazing away like crazy. Only once in my life have I heard such blasts and firing. The first base assault, remember guys? Anyway, I'm lying there, listening closely, and it's all like wham and bang! 5 minutes later, all goes quiet, and I'm listening for anyone walking my way. Nothing. Well, I get myself together and peep out through the binocs. The guys are trailing out of the workshop, all messy, dragging their dead and the illusionist on a tarpaulin. Or the remains of the illusionist, rather. And disappear into the glen. Then I hear the sound of engines and the sound dies away. I waited a little more to make sure they're all gone, and when I went inside, well, you know what they say. The duty guys don't leave leftovers. But I wanted to check it out anyway. And what a sight it was. The walls were all pierced almost all the way through. The joists lay all over the floor. Part of the roof had collapsed. Up to my knees in shells. A real shooting ground. Blood, some scraps. Didn't find anything useful, though. Well, 2 full jets and a machine gun crushed down so bad you couldn't get it out. Needless to say, I didn't even think about the bolts. So I went back to my car, chewed the cud for a while, took 1 bolt off of each of the other wheels, and went back on low gear. And what if I had come out there half an hour earlier? Makes you think, doesn't it? What do you mean by illusionist? But I love these things that are crazy and are maybe just barely believable, and maybe have some bits of truth to them, but could also be bar embellishments. Even sound like they're being told at a bar. That's what I really like about the writing in these. That's what's so cool about this game. It's just so rich, not only in the story and the environments, but also in what it's like to be a stalker. Well, we're gonna make this place a stalker's paradise, more so than we already have in the next part, but until then, if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. And if you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.